Hey guys, good evening. You're welcome to today. I had a very hectic day today, but this is a commitment, and we have no option than to follow through with our commitments. You're welcome to yet another section on our program, Life and Business Q&A with Osai Tresomokaro. Today, we're answering the question from a lady who says, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I'm a stay-at-home mom. Sorry, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I don't have any skill. What business can I do? I'm a stay-at-home mom. I don't have any skill. What business can I do? So we're going to be taking a deep look at this today. If you have 1, 2, 3 persons that happen to be asking these kind of questions, do your best to share this video with them. It's going to help them. It's going to help them. But before I begin to share my thoughts on some strategies that could work for a stay-at-home mom or anybody asking questions like, what business can I do? Before I share that tip, I just want to ask that you share this video, like our Facebook page if you're watching on our Facebook, follow us on Facebook if you're watching on my personal profile, or subscribe to our YouTube channel if you're watching on our YouTube channel. I particularly recommend that because we have a lot of content that could transform your life, your business, your career, and whatever you're doing on our YouTube channel, much more than we have on any other platform. So consider getting subscribed to our YouTube channel. If you're yet to get these books, I recommend you do everything to have it. We're actually releasing a new book very soon. Let me try to share. Let me try to just give us a glimpse about the book. Okay. See this. If you are watching on our YouTube, you will be the first person to be seeing this book. It's coming out anytime soon. It's titled Get Employed. It's sharing strategies that can help you get that dream job of yours in 30 days. The pre-order link will be made available in the days ahead of us, and the book will be coming on board on the 1st of March 2021. I decided to just share this for the first time. If you're watching us right now, you are the first person to have seen this. You are the first person to have seen this. And if you happen to have friends and families who are in desperate need of a job, this book promises strategies that will land you your dream job in 90 days. In 90 days, it's not just wishy-washy strategy or a wishy-washy promise. It has what it takes to deliver on those promises. The thoughts I'm sharing on this book are practices I have put in place. In my life, I could say I have never attended an interview that I didn't get a job. I've never attended an interview that I didn't get a job. So I shared some of my tips on getting such jobs. And beyond getting a job, since I stopped working, I have always had to hire for myself or sit on the board to hire for other companies. So some of the things I share here are not just things that I read up in the book. There are strategies that when you put them to work, nothing will stop you from getting a job in 90 days. Guaranteed. That was just a tip to us today. So if you have seen that, go all out and place a request for it. Just chat us up on, because right now the link is not out for you to place order. I just decided to share that with us just to whet our appetite. But meanwhile, we have 3 other books that are already helping business owners and businesses to thrive. So follow the link trescaro.com/links to get those books. Then the Trescaro Tribe is a group of people you just want to be a part of in 2021. If you want your 2021 to come up top, to come up like you really aspire it to be. I saw a write-up yesterday that talked about procrastination is the thief of time, is the thief of time. Beyond procrastination being the thief of time, we've also found out that procrastination is a thief of your life. The book began to give various excuses that people give. From January, there's an excuse, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. When it's December, they begin to prepare for a new January. Some persons are 30 years, but they practically 30 years of 1 year experience repeated over and over. Nothing is new in any year except to do something new with that year. For 2021, for those of us at the Trescaro Tribe, we can tell for a fact that I hold them accountable. For every month that passed, there is a target for every one of them to earn ₦1 million minimum. And the strategies and the thoughts are there that's helping them do that. Lots of them are earning much more than that in an economy where a lot of us are complaining. Because one of the things we just know is the fact that problem is actually money in disguise. I always ask this question: who is David without Goliath? David actually became a champion because the challenge of Goliath befell a nation. When he surmounted Goliath, he became a champion. So the challenges of our country are actually bedrocks for wealth creation. These are some of the things we are learning at the Trescaro Tribe. So consider joining us if you are not yet part of it. That group is growing by the day, and the people there are making killer income. So I have other contents, other books, other materials that you may want to be a part of. Just visit our seller account, seller.co/m/6nz9y2nmv, just the way it is on your screen. Follow that and you will be happy you did. So right now, I'm going to go straight to answer the question. I'm still at home, mom. I don't have any skill. What business can I do? I want to start dealing with this question by first dealing with these comments. I don't have any skill. That's a near impossibility. It's a near impossibility. An average human, by research, has over 500 skills, over 500 capacity, over 500 capabilities. What I could say to you, lady, and anybody who's watching who think I don't have any skill, I'll simply tell you, you're not taking time to annex. You're not taking time to take inventory of your skill. No man, no woman was created by God by mistake. God envisioned, God saw a problem and created you. In creating you, he embedded within you the skills and the competence to deal with those challenges. That's why the book I just shared with us just now started by dealing with identity and purpose. In your identity, you will find your job. In your identity, you will find your job. You will find that work for which God created you. In your purpose, you will find something to do. You will find the skills that God placed there that are natural to you. So that word, I don't have any skill, is not truth in itself. You may want to take a look at that word and try to see what you can do about it. You have some skills. I'm sure at the end of this this conversation, you may be able to see some of these skills that you may not have taken cognizance of. So that is it. I don't have any skills, so I think you have. You just have to try to take inventory of that. Now, I want to deal with the issue, what business can I do? It's one very big question a lot of people want answers to. I get calls from virtually everywhere, all over the world, asking me, I appreciate what you're doing. I see the impact you're making. I just want to ask, what kind of business can I invest in back home? There are books, there are contents out there talking about the kind of business opportunity. In fact, I've detailed my guys. Okay, I haven't, let me not lie now, but I already decided I'm going to ask my guys to do a detailed research. We're going to carry out a detailed research, itemizing some business opportunities and the nitty gritty of investing in those business opportunities. But I'm not going to begin to list out businesses you can do. I'll be either cutting you short or limiting you by the list that we put in before you. But instead, I'm just going to help you with some questions and answers. That's what we do in coaching. I'm just going to help you with some questions and answers, or questions that will help you get answers, that will help you come up with this business you can do by yourself. Because I have the belief that the best business to do is the one that resonates with your gifts and passion. The best business to do is the one that resonates with your gifts and passion. The one also that you can create the time for. I've seen people working a 9 to 5, maybe sometime because of the schedule of their job. They leave the house as early as 6 a.m. and 10 p.m. They are not yet back, and they are asking questions like, what can I invest in? Of course, there are investment platforms you can put your money that doesn't require your attention. But if you say, what business can I start? No business that gets a second class attention can give you a first class value. The business you want to do also will connect with the number of time, the amount of time you're willing to dedicate to that business. Yes, in our working in the bank, we have these challenges a lot. And a lot of us, while we were still in the bank, put money in different things and trusting on people to be able to help us manage, but they never ended well. Because no matter how much people manage for you, your attention is required, especially at the beginning stage of that business. Of course, there are structures and strategies to put in place to make the business automate the business and get it to run. But at that beginning stage, it requires your attention. So the best business to do is the one that resonates with your giftings and your passion, the one you must be able to have time for, especially at that nurturing stage. So we're going to come right into your question. As a stay-at-home mom, what are you learning from engaging with children daily? Take a look at your engagement for the next 24 hours. You're going to engage with these children once again as a stay-at-home mom. What are you learning engaging with these children? Take time to document what you're learning. You may not have been doing this consciously because you are looking at it from the perspective of the fact that these children are work for me. But I want you to look at them as study materials. Engage with them. Look at them when they talk. Try to reason what they're saying. When they engage, when they play, when they do a lot of stuff, just try to learn from your engagement with them. Turn them to your school. Then document, take inventory of the things you are learning. Then, of course, in the course of doing what you're doing, there are challenges you're facing. And most of these challenges, you are working to overcome them. You're working to overcome them. So the next question is, how can you help other stay-at-home moms or would-be moms to learn these same lessons? Some persons are also anticipating, oh, I'm going to give birth for the next 3 months, for the next 1 year. I'm going to be at home trying to nurture my children. It will be good if they can get resources and materials from you that details your experience that could help them even mentally prepare for this engagement that they are anticipating to get into. So put down those lessons you're learning from engaging with these children, put them in whatever platform, and be able to share or sell. As a stay-at-home mom, you have time in excess. What can you convert that time to? What can you convert that time to? That's something you also need to think about. You have time in excess. What can you convert that time to? You can convert that time to writing a book. You can convert that time to doing what I'm doing now. You know, sometimes when we talk about when we think about YouTube videos like this or creating a channel, we always think about it being a very serious deal. It's not really. There are stay-at-home moms who are actually just making fun, picking life stories and talking about them on YouTube. Some of them are doing tremendously well. You just want to go through whatever platform you choose to express yourself within that time that you have and see others who are doing stuff that you like. Just learn from them, see the strategies they are using. Some of these things are easy to do. Now, technology has made it so easy. Then ask yourself questions like, what are the channels available for you to share some of these lessons you're learning? I think I already went ahead of my time talking about YouTube. There are various platforms now that gives you the opportunity to just talk about what you're doing, to just talk about what you're doing. There are online classes that you can start. Today, the world is more virtual than physical. The world is more virtual than physical. What exactly can you put out there from the lessons, from the challenges you're overcoming in dealing with these children? What can you put out there to help other people who are going through what you're going through? Part of what we're sharing now are some of the mindset and the disposition with which we are working at the Trescaro tribe. That's why it looks like when it looks like other people are complaining, we're trying to cash in on those things that people are complaining about and converting them to solutions, because we understand the fact that the world is a marketplace. It becomes criminal to anticipate a value from a market when you're not putting in value into the market. Look at the world from the perspective of trade by barter, where you go there with whatever product or service and exchange it for another product of service or service that's of value to you. So that's exactly how the world is. So if you keep thinking from that perspective, what can I offer to the world in exchange of what I seek? When you think from that perspective, you're going to begin to see some skills that you have. You say, I don't have any skill, and you've been managing children as a stay-at-home mom. You've been taking care of that child. I know what it takes to stay at home with just one child. You almost, I just don't want to use that word. It's something that requires some level of intentionality, and this is something you have been doing. There's a skill you are putting to work doing what you're doing. You can't convert that skill to doing something else. And another thing is the fact that the children are growing. After a while, they can do a lot of stuff that you're currently doing for them now for themselves. So more time is getting free for you. So you must begin to think by asking yourself some of these questions that I have asked. Then, like I said, in conclusion, who are those already doing these same things I want to do? Look out for them, read about how they started, read about the challenges they are facing and how they are overcoming them. This mentally prepares you for the journey ahead of you. If you have decided to write a book, study about how to market those books. I know a lot of stay-at-home moms who've come up with books, who've come up with courses, who've come up with training materials, digital materials that are selling exceptionally. As a stay-at-home mom, take a deeper look at yourself, understand your skill, go back to your identity and begin to craft your identity statement, and you will be able to come up with a product or service that the world will exchange value for. I'm sure I've been able to answer your question and same question in the heart of as many that have this line of questions and challenges. Thank you so much. Let's do this again tomorrow. I remain your friend, Osai Tres Omokaru. I love you, and I will say have a lovely night rest. Bye bye.